Could you, not assume your family was something as measly as $3,000? Oh, really? Well, then since I'm such a lowlife, I demand a refund on the construction costs of your house. Do it if you dare, bitch.
Trouble busters!
What? Cancel the wedding? Yes. My name's Helen. I'm a part-time housewife who lives with my husband's younger sister, Thalia, and her husband, Kyle. What do you mean? Are you not gonna get married? Can't a man and a woman become husband and wife without a wedding? No, I suppose you don't have to, but you've already sent out invitation to the wedding, haven't you? You also received congratulations from some people too, didn't you? Oh, all's well. It was almost free to cancel the reservations to the wedding venue. No, that's not the problem. People who were invited to the wedding have cleared up their schedules. Oh, well, we'll have a dinner party on the day of the wedding, ma'am. Don't just think about your own convenience. The location of the dinner party is close to the wedding venue, and we don't have to worry about not getting any congratulations. At least contact everyone. If people come expecting a wedding and then you say you're actually planning a dinner party, they'll be surprised and maybe upset. Of course. Why did you decide to cancel the wedding? That's none of your business, is it? Well, yes, I've been invited, so it kinda is. I think you're right about everything, Miss Helen. You were just born 2 years earlier than me. Happy, are you? Is it fun that you can be the big sister here? That's not my intention. Well, my discomfort index has gone up, and the fact that I'm talking to a relative right now is making me so freaking annoyed. Part of a wedding can only be authentic if there's other people, and sure, I don't believe it's a good idea to decide everything on your own. Sure, some of your guests will be coming from far away, you know. They're coming to see the two of you in radiant matrimony. Sure, so don't ignore that hope of theirs. Sure. Some people will purchase a new suit or dress for the ceremony. Sure. And some may give gifts in advance to accommodate the cost of the wedding. Sure. After this, I told her how the guests could potentially feel, but her heart was obviously somewhere else, with her only response being, sure, an irritated tone of voice. In the end, Kyle and Thalia completely ignored my advice and went ahead with the dinner party, and...
Why did she frickin' cancel the ceremony without permission? Shouldn't there be some kind of warning about this? Contacting me this morning is so insane! What the frick was Talia even thinking? Don't you think it's so rude?
I'm terribly sorry, but it's all my responsibility as her older sister. I humbly apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused you. I can't believe they hadn't contacted anyone at all. Have you informed your guests that the wedding has been canceled and was changed to a dinner party? Piece of cake. Who would have thought she would lie to me so freely? I am the bride, Thalia. Big thanks to y'all for joining us today. I'm getting married, and I'm gonna be happy.
Bruh, is that all?
Thalia, what the hell? Bringing that older sister attitude back, eh? With a stupid gift of $3,000? Could you, not assume your family with something as measly as $3,000? What the?
Talia, that's disrespectful to Helen.
Don't you think her saying that she's thinking about me in many ways is superficial? I doubt she has any respect for me too, actually. I'm not saying all of these things because I want to be respected. I'm just saying, don't be rude. And I suppose you want me to become someone freaking helpless like you. Seriously, give me a break. Whether people like you or hate you, you only live once, bitch. I want to live the way I want. No thanks. I'm gonna go out not caring about what people think about me.
Damn, respect. If you really want to implement that idea, though, don't rely on others.
Why do we have to go along with your stupid way of life that doesn't consider other people's feelings? No man is an island, you know. Life is merely an individual playing solo in an RPG. In the end, it's all about surviving alone.
I don't want people to have to struggle hard to understand. If any of you don't approve of this dinner party, you can leave.
We already received all the congratulations. I feel like it doesn't matter if you attend or not.
What the hell is with that attitude? Is that truly the attitude you display towards those who rush to your moments of glory?
I don't need any feelings of congratulations. All I want is the money. People aren't as interested in you as you think, bucko. Don't waste your own money on the economy and instead spend it on us, meaningful youth.
What is the most pathetic here is that the biggest gift tonight was a $3,000 from Helen and her husband.
Second place and under were literal crumbs.
Second place goes to Uncle Samson with a mere $800.
It's so embarrassing to see someone so stingy. What kind of decision justifies 8 as a valid amount? Seems like your life was just projected pretty accurately, Uncle Sam.
I mean, 800 left room for you to expand your horizons.
The youth of today aren't interested in such meaningless things as expanding their horizons.
Oh yeah, for real. Nowadays it's the death of Buddha people. That's why venue costs are so low.
Whether it's a big deal or a bust, whether it's Buddha's death or his birth, couples who divorce will get divorced, and those who stay together will continue to stay together. What's important is the personality, not the time. Oh, really? Well, I'm sorry, Thalia. This is the last of you, so please forgive me, okay? Everything we're saying, the whole world believes this to be common sense, but it doesn't seem to resonate with my sister-in-law and her husband at all. If it doesn't change no matter what we say to persuade you, then we have no choice but to hammer it into your body, eh? Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate. I'm not a good-natured person enough to raise money for someone who literally does not listen to what others have to say. Therefore, I demand a refund on the construction costs of your house. Do it if you dare, bitch.
We're not the ones to get freaked out by things like that.
Very shallow, I see. You can't build a house without our help, guys. It'll get built. Easy as pie with a cherry on top. So you don't feel like apologizing to everyone? No. Frick no. We can build the house without your help, bitch. Besides, we have a secret plan. I see. So there are people in this world who are kind enough to build a house without construction costs. Don't underestimate people's networking skills, eh?
More to the point, could you frickin' leave? To be honest, y'all a huge eyesore, for God's sake.
Is that so? Is that so? I really understand what you two think now. Well, I don't think it's possible, but good luck anyway.
Hey, Helen! Wait a minute.
Just as I was about to leave, Thomas and Megan, the president and vice president of a renowned construction company, stood up.
You're acting so energetic, spitting insults in your guests' faces. But are you okay, dear?
Huh? We're telling you that you can't start the construction on a new building unless a payment of $30,000 as a starting fee is available. But is that okay with you two?
Bruh, we can afford something like this, easy.
You're gonna start construction, we can pay the money later on, right? No way that's acceptable. Huh? Don't me, Missy. We cannot build you a house unless you get a starting deposit of 30 grand.
What?
Can't you build a house without the money?
What are you surprised about? Like, duh.
This is not an arts and crafts class, people. This is business.
Damn, these pricks are pretty much casinos. Well, yeah, but it's different. As Megan here says, this is not a charity project.
Kyle, how much does all of our congratulations amount to?
About 6 grand.
For now, we'll give you the full $6,000. So can't you do something about it?
No, nothing can be done.
The starting fee is $30,000. We signed such a contract. But hold on, we've been best friends since high school, so how about...
I thought I said this was business. I can't pay. Please build a house first. Do you really think such a ridiculous request like that will be granted?
And of course, something like, oh, our bad, didn't know, canceling the construction is also impossible. No way!
No way!
If you can't listen to our request, please at least let us cancel, no questions asked. Too late. Construction is already scheduled to begin. You can cancel, but if you do, you'll have to pay a penalty of $18,000, which is 60% of the construction starting fees as per the contract.
18,000?
Considering the situation, looks like you've completely forgotten about the penalty.
And not to mention, the fact that not only did they assume they were gonna get help, but they also didn't show any gratitude whatsoever. Not surprised they never read the contract.
Either way, things that don't concern us don't matter anymore. Ew! Doesn't concern you.
Isn't that too irresponsible, Miss Helen?
It was you who said you would pay for it. No one else, just you. I don't need the money. Do what you want. I wonder who said such things, I think it was you, Thalia. That's what I'm saying. It was wrong, eh? Do you see me giving a damn?
What are you gonna do with it, eh? If this continues, construction cancellation penalties will be in order.
You asked Helen for that, Mr. Lockhart.
That's not possible.
But why? Why is it impossible? We're friends, right? I knew that we wouldn't be able to pay the money if I couldn't make $30,000. It should be normal for them to move forward without penalties. We're friends, right? This is not our old tennis club, Thalia. It can't be done. We've already talked to outsourcers, and we can't consider our friendship when doing business involving more people than just us.
We also saw firsthand the reasons why you don't give a damn about the money Helen raised for you.
You've been saying things like, we're friends, aren't we, for a while now, but we're not friends anymore. What? I mean, of course not.
To whomever godparents prepared a gift of $3,000 for marriage, congratulations, and who offered $30,000 as a deposit.
Excuse
me? How can you say such horrible things to such saints, Talia?
The contents of the gifts were opened and freaking revealed. We are canceling the wedding at the last minute. Sending us an email the next morning saying the wedding was canceled. So insensitive. That doesn't matter right now.
It does frickin' matter. It's that mentality exactly that made Helen cut off her contributions.
But I freaking believed in my friendship with you people. Don't go about stabbing us in the back and being bossy all the while.
Why am I the one that has to make up for your childish actions that resulted in your lost trust and money?
It's completely insane to spit insults towards us and expect us to build you a house for free. Starting with the Lockhart's counter-arguments, the Thalia-Kyle couple felt like strangers in their own matrimonial dinner. The pent-up anger among the guests started pouring out like magma, and the atmosphere became so brittle that a physical threatened to break out at any minute.
Kyle, honey? What should we do?
Ignore all of them stupid ravens. Our priority is Miss Helen. If she doesn't get involved, we'll end up with a meaningless debt of $18,000.
$18,000 in debt? I refuse!
Me too. Even if it means crawling down and licking her shoes, we've got to convince her.
But how?
I have an idea. We're terribly sorry for the inconvenience. I will be your host today. My name is Kyle Thompson the Groom. Your anger is completely understandable. However, please do not worry. This is all a prank. You must have been surprised.
Bruh, no way he's about to justify everything they said by declaring it all a prank.
What a bunch of baloney. Because a prank needs...
Oh, it was all a prank. Yes, indeed. Ah, I see. It was all a practical joke. I mean, of course, sir. No one in their right mind would do this. Eh? Can't hear you. A prank, eh? So I guess that means there's something that comes after all this. Such as...
Oh, no. Even for pranks with zero sense of comedy, bro.
There should be something that comes right after.
Such as...
Oh my god.
If you're gonna say the unpleasant atmosphere we gave everyone today was created on purpose...
You need something that will convince them all that it was a prank, right? The point is, we need proof that it was really a prank.
Such as...
For example, you might say, oh, actually, we're having a wedding after all, and show everyone to the wedding venue, and there's proper food at the ceremony hall.
I don't think everyone here will be convinced if we don't have that kind of assurance.
Have you prepared something like that?
Well?
No, sir.
Yeah, why?
I forgot.
You forgot.
Yes.
No.
If you forget that, it won't prove that it really was a prank.
What do you mean?
It just makes that announcement seem like a lame excuse for your behavior. That's the truth, isn't it?
Well?
So it is true. Did your heart stop or something?
But it really is a prank.
No. If this is a prank, it's a great success.
Everyone in the venue here was shocked for real.
The prank was a huge success. So, I hope you will forgive us, Miss Helen.
No, it won't work the way it is now. It's impossible.
Why, ma'am?
Because there's no proof that this really was a prank. Frankly speaking, we think that this whole thing was 1% prank, 99% barbaric.
99%? You don't believe in us that much?
Nope, we can't believe you.
How can I make you believe me?
We're telling you, you have to prove that it was a prank.
I guarantee you that it was a prank.
It said that you were guaranteeing something is less trustworthy than a babysitter zombie.
Well, how can I make you believe me?
We're telling you, you have to prove that it was a prank.
I guarantee you it was a prank.
Bruh, no way we're stuck in a loop of hell. So persistent.
Give up, Kyle. You guys did something you shouldn't have done.
If we give up, we can kiss your assistants goodbye.
Even if you don't give up, you can still kiss our assistants goodbye.
How about it, Talia? Get a venue yet?
Frick my ass, no one takes me seriously.
What are you doing? Do your damn job!
There's no way we can reserve a wedding that same day. You really have no common sense, do you, Kyle?
What the frick? You're telling me I don't got common sense? You were the one who downgraded the wedding to a dinner party. And you were the one who boasted we didn't need Miss Helen's money. I just got caught up in the whirlpool.
What the hell? You never friggin' objected to anything and was happy with everything I said.
But that's because I believed in you.
Which means that you also have some responsibility in this. You always give up what you're thinking for my sake. And when something happens, you say it's your responsibility, Thalia. You frickin' bastard.
No, you have no right to say that.
I do have times when I think.
And that's the fool everyone with a prank trick up your sleeve? No way that sort of strategy would work.
Oh, really? Well, my humblest apologies, Your Highness. I'm so sorry for thinking the same way as the way you can build a house with a deferred payment, just because you're friends with the construction company's president.
The frick? Say it again, I dare you.
You make do with our $18,000 debt, all right?
You're also guilty of the same crime, so it's a 50-50 split. Don't run away from your responsibilities. You two better shut the hell up. Helen? Why the frick do we have to watch you pricks have an argument and place bets on who the frick's gonna win? Hey, what is all this? What is all this, eh? You're both equally sinful here. freaking realize the truth already, damn it? It was a prank. He or she is responsible. If you have time to argue about being boring, meaningless, trivial things like that, then let's start with the wedding. Repeat after me. I'm sorry for changing the dinner party without any notice. And as for opening the gifts in front of everyone...
Oh, we didn't open anything in front of anyone.
Shut up! The moment you make the info public, bucko, it's all over. Have some common sense.
I'm sorry.
And other than that, the audacity to disrespect not just me, but also Thomas and Megan, whom you treat worse than a bear trap does to a fox's leg. When you freaking realized that it was impossible for Megan or Thomas to grant you your request, you got pissed off and criticized them. And in the end, you lied about a prank that has zero chance of winning. And finally, despite you had messed things up this horribly, you initiated a lot of backlash and rift with no apology made. An apology would have been better than playing tricks, for Christ's sake.
I'm so sorry.
The two of them perhaps finally realized the severity of their actions, broke down in tears, and apologized. However, the time for crying and apologizing and being forgiven had long since passed, and the audience members left the venue one by one, showing a variety of negative emotions. Some angry, some stunned, some disgusted. The catastrophic dinner party was over, and the two of them were left with a penalty of $18,000. Although they had $6,000 in congratulations, they still had to pay an additional $12,000. And about that...
It's not an amount that can't be repaid, so we don't help them anymore. If we help them here, they'll be grateful at first, but soon they'll forget their gratitude and become insane once again. Rather than that, it would be better for them to shoulder this debt properly. Make them pay it and let it be etched into their memory as a lesson or a bitter memory.
All right. Alan, Thalia's older brother, was one step stricter than me, and we decided to leave this matter to the newlyweds. Now they're doing what they absolutely can to work and make money to pay off the penalty, and I know this from the fact that we're still living together as two married couples. Perhaps Thalia took this matter very seriously, for she seems to be growing up little by little and helping me with the housework, and this isn't much, but even paying some living expenses, neither of which she had ever done before. In reality, they did something that they would have gotten both kicked out. In the end, Alan was kind enough to let them stay at home. Well, that's sort of cute of him, and I love it. For the time being, we're doing all right, living with these people. I sincerely hope that Kyle and Thalia will take what they learned on this occasion seriously and turn over a new leaf regarding their philosophy of life. Hear ye, hear ye. Heart strike. Troublebusters.